The Bruges Madonna, aka Madonna and Child, aka Madonna of Bruges, not to be confused with actual Madonna, is a famous sculpture by Michelangelo. The sculpture is of a woman said to be Mary and an infant said to be Jesus. The Bruges Madonna is known as Michelangelo's more detached depictions of the Mother Mary and Jesus. The infant is very loosely held by Mary's right hand, while he stands leaning against her leg and holding on with his left hand. Jesus looks as though he is going to take a step away from his mother. Her eyes gaze down and away from the child as he seems to be trying to leave his mother's lap. This was extremely different from previous works of art done on the same subject. Many critics note that Mary is only looking away because she knows the fate awaiting her child. Most would compare the long, oval shape of Mary's face, as well as her gaze, to that of one of Michelangelo's earlier sculptures, Pieta. The Bruges Madonna came only 5 years after Pieta. Many people think that he is the same model for these sculptures. The detail within Mary's folded garment, as well as the infant Jesus' chubby body, make this piece exceptionally lifelike. Currently, the Bruges Madonna is protected by bulletproof glass following an attack on the Pieta in 1979. Viewers can now only see the statue from about 15 feet away. The 4-foot marble sculpture currently resides in the Church of Our Lady in Bruges, Belgium. However, it hasn't always remained here. The sculpture was originally created between the years of 1501 and 1506. Michelangelo, not the Ninja Turtle, was commissioned by a wealthy Flemish family of cloth merchants, the Mouscrons, to sculpt a marble statue of the Madonna and Child. When the Mouscron family purchased the Bruges Madonna, it was with the intention to build their own chapel for the burial of their friends and family with the Bruges Madonna on display. Prior to this order of the Madonna and Child, Michelangelo was commissioned by this guy, Pope Pius III, to make 15 statues for the altar of Piccolomini. However, the Pope died right around the time the Order of the Madonna and Child was put in by Mouscron around 1503. It is up for debate whether or not the statue was intended for Mouscron or the altar. Having been bought and sold, this is the only sculpture by Michelangelo that left Italy while he was still alive. After getting to Belgium, it was removed twice. Once during the overtaking of the Austrian Netherlands by French revolutionaries. It, along with other valuable works of art, were ordered to be shipped to France. They were all later returned after Napoleon's defeat at Waterloo around 1816. During the Second World War, around August of 1944, it was taken for a second time by Nazi soldiers during a retreat. The soldiers, along with armed sailors, smuggled it out of the Cathedral of Notre Dame in Bruges. They put the sculpture in between 2 mattresses and loaded it onto a truck with Red Cross markings. Hitler ordered the sculpture, along with many other works of art, be removed from Bruges because he did not want it getting into the hands of approaching Americans. The Bruges Madonna was discovered 2 years later in a salt mine in Alsace, Austria. The salt mine was the perfect condition for the looted works of art, seeing as it was always between 40 to 47 degrees Fahrenheit with a 62% humidity rate. The Bruges Madonna, along with many other works of art, were discovered by the Monuments Men, a group of men working for the Allied powers who were sent to rescue degenerate art that had been looted by Nazi Germany. Many people ask, why now should we care? If the artwork has been returned to its rightful place, why should it still be important? This sculpture is extremely important to Bruges and its people's culture. When Michelangelo initially finished this piece, he actually begged his father to not let it be seen. However, we, as well as the people of Bruges, see this sculpture as a masterpiece, as it represents a more detached and somber Mother Mary that had never been depicted before. To Bruges, this statue is also culturally significant, having it been a gift from a wealthy family and later taken and returned so many times before.